Craig Johnson, what is your favorite Old West story and why?
You know, it was kind of interesting because I actually stumbled onto a little place like it up in the Bighorn Mountains. There's a little log cabin up there, and through a little bit of historical research, I discovered that it was actually the headquarters of the National Order of Cowboy Rangers. Like that, and this was Ranch 34, I think is what it was called, like that. They didn't have lodges, they had ranches, like that. And I guess at the turn of the century, the last century, like that, there was a lot of social organizations, like that. And one of the big things that they provided was burial rates, like that. You could get group rates, like that, because I guess at that period in time, people were very concerned about how it is that they could get buried, like that. And so there was this group called, fraternal order called the National Order of Cowboy Rangers. And some of their more illustrious members were Teddy Roosevelt, and Buffalo Bill. And this story actually has to do with Buffalo Bill. Like when he died in 1917 down in Denver, visiting his sister, he had actually said, that he preferred to be buried in Cody, Wyoming. Well, the people in Colorado kind of took, umbrage with that and decided, you know what, we think we'll bury him down here in Colorado. And so they put an armed guard over the body of Buffalo Bill there in Denver as they held him like that, waiting for Lookout Mountain to thaw enough so that they could take him up there and bury him, and put about 8 feet of concrete over top of him to make sure that the Wyomingans didn't steal his body and run off with it. Well, evidently at Ranch 34 there was a group of cowboys that decided they were going to go down and steal the body of Buffalo Bill. And so they took off on horseback in 1917 to go all the way down to Denver, all the way from Buffalo, Wyoming. And it seems to me like that was a very interesting story. The only thing is they were waylaid by strong spirits and illicit women in Cheyenne. And as far as we know, they never actually made it to Denver and got the body of Buffalo Bill. Like that. But I'm thinking to myself, that might be the first period Western that I end up writing. And I think that would be a pretty exciting story to tell.
That would be incredible.
Because the question would be, did they do it or did they not?